The One Piece live action drops Thursday, 8/31. This will be my last video talking about the live action before I see it, and I will be doing reactions to it on YouTube. The first episode will be on my channel either late Thursday night or early Friday morning. When it comes to how Netflix releases things, typically when it comes to anime, they drop episodes weekly, and then live action stuff, it drops all at once. Stranger Things seasons 1 through 4, all the episodes dropped at 3 AM Eastern Standard Time. Cowboy Bebop, it was released all at once as well. And so I don't know exactly how I'm going to schedule my uploads to my reaction, but we'll work it out. But in this video, I wanted to talk about, as fans, what our expectations for the One Piece live action should be. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's talk about if our expectations should be high for the One Piece live action. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. When it comes to anime getting live action, they've been horrible. I don't think there's been many that have been very successful. The only two that I could think of is Rurouni Kenshin, which I haven't seen the original. I'm watching the remake and it's pretty good, and Alice in Borderland, which I can't say whether or not these are good live action adaptation because I haven't seen any of them. I know the most recent one, Cowboy Bebop, I've heard really bad things about that, which I don't really know how hard it is to make a live action about bounty hunters in space, but whatever, they didn't do a great job with that. But I know out of the ones I've seen, which is 2 movies, so they have a higher budget. Dragon Ball Evolution with a budget of 50 million, and then Avatar The Last Airbender. I know it's not anime, but still it's animation that was made into a live action that had a budget of 150 million. So since most of these have sucked, should we lower our expectations for the One Piece live action? And the answer to this is no. You should never intentionally lower your expectation for something. Now, I don't mean you should make unrealistic expectations, which I'll address a little bit later, which is why I hate whenever people say don't recommend this anime. And an example of this is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is one of the most loved and popular anime out there. They do just about everything right, and the story, it's one of the best, not just in anime but all of fiction. I've had so many different people, whenever I recommend Attack on Titan to someone who is just starting out on anime, they say, hey, don't recommend this because it's going to have their expectations too high, because if they do that and watch this, then other anime, they won't look at it the same or won't enjoy it as much. And I, for one, think that statement is stupid. You should always have high expectations for things when it comes to food, music, media. You shouldn't go into the mindset or have the mindset of saying, oh, it's going to be bad. These individuals put their time into making something good so that the viewer or the person that's enjoying whatever they've done can enjoy it, which is why I believe having high expectations is way different from having unrealistic ones. Wanting and expecting something to be good, I think that's fine. It's when you set a standard that you know won't be achievable. For example, for the live action of One Piece, not everything is going to be 100% accurate, and Oda included this when he talked about the live action's production. And you could say this for the anime too. Sometimes you have to change the story a tad bit in order to make it fit within a media format. For example, Walk to Arlong Park, it is one of the most popular moments in all of One Piece, and if you guys did not know, that was not originally in the manga. It was something that the anime added. Choreography, acting, CGI, if the story is somewhat or for the most part accurate, I think those are different aspects of film that you're able to criticize and set high expectations for. I think an example of setting an unrealistic expectation is Luffy's height versus others. Whenever Luffy typically fights an opponent, they are taller than him, and I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 inches. They're like 10, 20, 30 feet taller than him. Some examples: Crocodile, Katakuri, Doflamingo, and Kaido. It's impossible to recreate that in a live action atmosphere without including CGI, which they're doing, but they're not going to do it when it comes to the main antagonist. So you can't set an expectation like this which will never be possible and then get mad whenever it doesn't happen in the live action. So what makes this different from any other live action that we've already had? Well, number one is pirates. Adapting it shouldn't be too hard. I know they have stuff with the devil fruit and other goofy aspects, but in the trailer they showcased that they could handle it. I mean, look at Pirates of the Caribbean. I know that they had a lot or a bigger budget for that series, but a lot of people enjoy Johnny Depp and the other people that are involved in that franchise, and it's pretty freaking good. So I can imagine that One Piece is going to be good on the live action scene, since they've already proven that you can do live action pirates. I talked a little bit about Pirates of the Caribbean having a decent budget, and One Piece has one too. It has 18 mil per episode, which is more than Game of Thrones got, and that is probably the most popular show of all time. Well, okay, at least in like the fantasy aspect. I know people are going to get mad and say Breaking Bad is going to be up there. All right, okay, fantasy. Also, Oda, the author, he was involved heavily in this, picking out the cast and other aspects, saying he would not release the live action until he was satisfied. When have we ever seen an author this thoroughly involved? And the cast, the actors, they seem really motivated. They know about One Piece, they read it, watch it. It just has a different vibe than any other live action we've seen before. And there's already been a few individuals who got to see One Piece at least a few days before. I mean, this happens for movies, the press release, and all the special and important people, they got to see it before, and there's some reviews out there for it. As someone who has become much more familiar with the anime in the past year, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised to see the series brought to life with so much love. The scale of this show is vast, and so much dedication was put into it, just about every aspect of it. Having seen all episodes of Netflix upcoming One Piece and having minimal exposure to the source materials, I can say this is the show the fans of live action manga / anime adaptation have wanted. This is the real deal. The news is out. I've seen Netflix's One Piece, and while I cannot say much, I can say this before all my coverage goes live. I've watched season 1 several times now. It is good. One Piece Netflix is simply put excellent, faithful when it matters, while being a fresh take on the world that introduced it to newcomers. The cast is just so perfect. Looks like the embargo to talk about One Piece Netflix has dropped, and I'm happy to report it's a real blast. As someone who did not know anything about it prior, I find myself very moved by its characters and energy, and it even got me to finally dive into the anime. So yeah, after the people have reviewed it and then the press release got to see it, there's been nothing but good things about the One Piece Netflix live action. Take these reviews with a grain of salt. The only person who can judge whether something is good or not is yourself. Plenty of times I've read or seen reviews of someone saying that something is good or something is bad, and my opinion was completely different from what the majority says. An example of this is someone who had a very high opinion or talked very highly on Tokyo Revengers, saying that it's so good. Man, I did not enjoy that series whatsoever. I can't stand it. I did not watch season 2, don't plan on watching it, and if I got spoiled for that series, I probably wouldn't care. And on the flip side, so many people talk about Bleach being bad, being boring. Ichigo is a bland MC. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. I could rewatch it any day of the week. Ichigo is one of my favorite MCs of all time. He's so interesting. There were so many different people who were skeptical about the live action, and rightfully so. But after the trailers, people started talking good about it, getting excited. I think that you should go into this live action with an open mind, expecting it to be good, because so many different individuals have taken their time in working on this so it can be successful, and I for one am excited and expecting it to be good. But let me know how you guys feel about the One Piece live action. Are you guys excited? Are you guys skeptical? Are you guys thinking it's going to be trash? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video from my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.